Greetings everyone, this is Lightstar and welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here. I know that you're probably wondering why I'm not on camera this time. And that is because we're doing something a little different today. That is me not being on camera and just doing the Oracle Consciousness reading for the third quarter. And that is what we're going to do. So let's just dive right in to the reading. And so here we are once again. Welcome to all. And we're going to do something a little different. This is me not being on camera, but I'm going to share a Oracle Consciousness reading for the third quarter, as I like to do these on a quarterly basis, to just provide some insight into what I feel is going on or what's going to be coming up in the next following, few months for the third quarter of 2023. And so, doing this, I decided to focus on a particular layout or spread that is in my Magical Dimensions 2nd Edition Oracle deck. I usually use my Oracle decks, both of them, the Celestial Frequencies and the Magical Dimensions 2, and I mix them together, as you may have seen in the past, because I've been doing these readings for a while since I've gotten the new decks. But this time, I was guided just to go with the Magical Dimensions 2nd Edition. And by the way, anyone who is interested in purchasing my Oracle decks, you can find them on my website at lightstarcreations.com, and they are both available now. The Magical Dimensions 2nd Edition, the Celestial Frequencies, the new deck, and they're also available in a package together if you'd like to get them both. So that is something you can check out. But in the Magical Dimensions 2nd Edition, there is a certain spread in there. It's one of the newer ones since I've updated the content in the guidebook, and I also updated and added some of the spreads and also some of the grid layouts. One of the new spreads is called Hidden Key Formation, and I was just intuitively guided to utilize this particular spread for this reading because I wanted to take a look at what's coming up in the third quarter, but I felt like there was almost like something missing, something us as a collective that we're missing a piece, a puzzle piece. It's like that. We're also feel like we're looking around for a puzzle piece. And so it led me to this particular spread because it's perfect for that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk about what this particular spread is. This is coming from my guidebook that I'm reading what this particular spread is about. And so it is the Hidden Key Formation is a laser focused spread geared towards revealing an important key insight that will greatly assist on your quest. It is especially beneficial for when you feel something is elusive or misplaced in your situation. Uncovering this very special key is like activating a force of light that switches on a light bulb of cascading insights. The energetics of this formation is similar to the process of searching for a missing crystal, once lost in a bushel of leaves on the ground. Once you locate that crystal through all the leaves, you feel complete. So, as you shuffle a deck, some good example questions for this reading would be, what am I not seeing clearly in this situation? Or even more specifically, what is the hidden truth that can assist me with resolving conflict with your mother or whatever? This reading delves into heavier and more shadowy aspects of life, but that can reveal buried emotions, triggers, and vital insights to bubble to the surface. This will all help prevent you from remaining stuck, spinning around on the hamster wheel of life. And so this is a 5-key spread. And how I'm going to do this is I want to ask about what is the missing piece, what is the hidden truth, if you will, for as a collective, like what are we not seeing here in going forward? a little missing piece that can really help us out for our own collective consciousness to evolve forward in a positive trajectory. That's what I'm putting out here. And how I'm going to do this, since I'm not actually on camera, I don't always have to be on camera, right? This could be something I might want to do more of. I would like to just do this like I'm doing it live here, where I'm pulling the cards. So I don't know what they are yet. I just have the deck, and this time I'm like, again, only choosing cards from the Magical Dimensions 2nd edition Oracle deck. Okay, so I typically like to mix them together, and sometimes I don't though, and that's the beauty of these. You can mix them together to make 99 cards, or you can just use them separately. And today I just was guided to use this one deck separately and not mix the cards together. So in the first position, where we're looking at this key number 1, and this is the basis of the cards in the reading, the core energies surrounding your inquiry. So I am going to shuffle a little bit here, and I'm going to choose what that is about for the collective for this reading, okay? And then I'm going to put it up on screen so you can see it. So if I'm making noise, I'm shuffling. This is me shuffling, if you can hear that. All right, so what card I get here is the Ice Queen, number 22, and it is introspection, depth, and fortitude that we have. So this is the basis of the cards. This is actually really good because this is very much of an inward card. It's like, think of, winter when you're going inward, and you're very introspective. So you're going inside. It's very much right on par with the question that I'm asking, because I want to know what's underneath the surface and what is going on. And so this is the core energy, and it's just really very, very accurate with what I'm asking of what's going to be coming up that we need help with and what's hidden, basically. I hope you guys are enjoying this content, and if you are, or if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. And YouTube likes to call it subscribe. I like to call it joining the tribe or joining the community. I think that sounds much better and more inviting. And if you are down there clicking around, make sure you hit that like button on the video and give it a thumbs up. And also share the content out to people that you know would be interested in this type of material and content. And make sure you comment and engage. I love to engage and interact with you guys in the comments section. And make sure that you click the notifications bell so that you won't miss a thing when new videos come out. And I am looking forward to bringing more content as always. And I'd love to have you guys join the community. And for those of you that would like to catch me on other platforms and other channels, I am also on BitChute and Brighteon, Rumble, and Odyssey. And you can check all those links of where I'm at down below in the description area. The content on those channels generally gets posted a day or so after the post goes up on YouTube, so just have a little patience as to when that becomes available on the other platforms. So that is right on par. Now I'm going to go into the second key, which is what I term the overlighting gift. Okay, that is your support system in this inquiry. This could be an energetic or spiritual support from your spiritual guides, angels, ascended masters, or other influences. This placement is typically read in a more positive light, even if the card energy appears to be challenging. So we're gonna again shuffle some cards, and again I want to know what the overlighting gift is overall collectively that is supporting us in this inquiry. Okay, when we say that it's not, this could look like a personal reading but it's really meant for the collective. So this may also apply to you though in your personal life. It's possible there as well. So I'm shuffling around, and here we have, so the card that I've picked here is card number 19, Harmonic Resolution. And the helper words on the bottom, negativity, anger, and transmute. Now this is a perfect example of how this looks like it could be a negative card or negative, quote, negative card. And yet we're going to read it differently because it's in the placement of the gift. So when you get this card and you go, oh my gosh, okay, this is all about negativity, but it is about transmutation. So the gift in this for us collectively is that we do have the ability to transmute all of the negative stuff that's going on in the world, in our own personal world. We have the ability to transmute these things. So we don't have to let them affect us like, crazy stuff, right, that's going on in the world. But we do have the gift of transmutation. And this is a very positive gift, and we want to utilize this so we can really not get sucked in to the world's issues and the world's problems and everything around us externally going on that just looks like a bunch of chaotic mess. And if you think about it, our collective is just a collective frequency of all of our frequencies. So if we're not in a place where our frequencies, our mental thoughts, and our emotions are calm and balanced and focused and clear, then this is kind of what we're going to see. But we have the ability to clear that, and that's what's beautiful about this gift, okay? The overlighting gift. Now, the key number 3, we're going to highlight the lesson that needs to be gained in this situation in terms of, what we're going to be learning from this. So, again, we're looking at the collective and what's going forward into, the third quarter. So we already know there's some hidden stuff. We already feel that, there's things we have to look at that are underneath the surface, and they're going to have to be brought out. And we also know that there's going to be a lot of emotions and a lot of maybe negativity that's going to happen, but we have the ability to transmute those things. So that is awesome, right? And so now we're looking at what's the lesson? What's the lesson that we're going to be learning from this whole thing, right? This whole experience in the third quarter. And we get number 5, celestial assistance, messages, guidance, and listening. Okay, so some of us are maybe not listening that well. And we need to actually do a little bit more tuning in to what we're supposed to be doing and what we're supposed to be learning. And we might not be paying attention to that collectively either. So that is the collective just kind of maybe not really looking at what we need to be looking at. And we could be looking at a whole different area of a sector that is maybe a distraction, and that we're not really looking in the right places. In other words, that's what I feel this is relating to, that we might need to shift our focus on or our priority on where we are looking at in the collective field. Okay, so that could be sectors. Okay, if they're looking over here in social services or whatnot, I'm not saying that's not important, I'm just using this as an example, that maybe we need to divert that attention, and another area of our environment or financial or healthcare or something like that needs our attention more. So it is a little bit like receiving and listening to the guidance. And when it comes to that as a collective, where do we want to focus the channel? Okay. And that's something that we're going to, I think, be learning. So we're going to have to do more of that, is tuning in, listening. And this relates to everybody's personal situation as well, because we need to tune in, we need to listen, and not just, go, and not think first, not feel first, not intuit first. And that is the message here. So we have to make sure we're following the proper guidance as a collective so that we can choose as a collective to go in the proper direction that will lead us for our evolution instead of de-evolution. So that is where I feel that is coming in. And then finally here, I'm going to look at the key number 4. Okay, it's not finally yet. We have 2 more keys here. But this one is going to mark the challenge or the obstruction that might make it difficult to attain better understanding. It does say understanding here, and I've been trying to shift my terminology to understanding, but I wrote this book before that happened, so it says understanding, but I actually mean understanding. Okay, so we're gonna say, what's the challenge here? What's the obstruction? What might make it a little difficult for us, to get that understanding, to know where we're going with all this? And the card coming up is card number 15, Exploration, Boldness, Unknown, and Limitless. Okay, very interesting. This is going to relate to sometimes when we are having problems or challenges in our collective consciousness, to just go with the unknown. We don't like it as a species here to not know what's going on, because we always feel like we have to know, I gotta know, even in our personal life, but us as a collective, we have to know. And this is really emulating and shining that spotlight on, no, we don't have to know. Sometimes things are unknown, and we have to be okay with the unknown and to let things unfold, And so if we're not letting that flow or unfold, we're trying to control it, right? That's kind of the way it is. And so there's a lot of this also relating to that we might be too much in control or want to have control over all the things and having everything figured out in our world and the collective, and everything's got to make sense, everything has to be figured out, but that's not always the case. But sometimes things are not as known as we would like them to be, and we have to just rest assured that information will come when it's supposed to come. And the information will be revealed when it's supposed to be revealed, that we can discover that and not be too impatient with things, also to let that be. So that's the challenge or the obstruction, things that might make it difficult for us. Now, I'm also going to look at key number 5. This is the hidden key. This is that insight that basically is revealed and exposes the missing piece of the puzzle in this inquiry and situation, and brings a greater understanding to all the previous cards. So we're going to look at this as what, again, is underneath the surface. There's a lot of cards in this reading that have to do with things that are not revealed, hidden underneath the surface. So I feel like that's what we're going to be dealing with a lot in the third quarter. And so as we look at what is the hidden key here, I'm just choosing this card. Okay. And again, we get another card that has to do with this. Okay, the hidden insight is basically giving us number 10, dreamscape, which is dreams, subconscious, and hidden. Speaking of hidden, right? But this is like everything is underneath the surface. So this is the hidden key, which is hidden. Okay, that's not a dichotomy. But I also feel that that means in this reading overall that it's going to help us if we can actually just realize that things are in the subconscious, that things are happening, they're not completely revealed. And I just feel like this is saying we may not get all the answers that we want. Okay, this is what this reading is all about. It's also emulating that from the key number 4 with the exploration card. Again, but now this is the insight that's revealed, but it's still hidden. It's still something underneath the surface. I still feel that this is relating in the subconscious of our collective, that we may have reveals, things that are coming out, but I feel like there's more. There's more that's going to be coming, and I don't feel like it's all going to completely be revealed in this third quarter. So that's just a lot is going to happen, and I feel like, as we approach the next few months, we're going to see a lot more things happening and cascading of things, but they still, I feel, remain hidden. But I'm going to choose another one for this, just so for those of you that feel like, oh, that was like let down because you're like, oh, what is the the hidden key? And then, oh, it's hidden. But it just tells you what's going on in this reading is that it's very, very much hidden, and things will be still hiding, lurking, and some of the darker forces that I also feel are on this planet are also going to be hiding, and that's also emulating this too, doing a lot more hiding underneath the covers, so to speak. But I'm going to pull another clarification card on this, so just look at this as like, key 5, the hidden insight, but this is the second hidden insight. Okay. The second hidden insight, which is card number 17, Gaian Awakening, Prepared Relocation and Ascension. This is interesting because these two together, but this is also saying this has to do with our Gaia and Terra, the Jewel of Terra, as I like to call her. And this is our preparation. So we may be need to prepare ourselves collectively for some things that are going to be coming. And we can look at this when we get to the 4th quarter. Maybe this will reveal some new, or have revealed some new things in that time frame. But this is some kind of a preparation period of time for us. So this is a good time to do your inner work, to do what you need to do in your own life, in your own world, world, as well as putting forth some of these hidden situations to be revealed. And we can all put that collectively out there for the 3rd quarter, in that all these things that are coming to the surface and like are, you see stuff on the news. I know, don't watch the news. Well, I do watch it just to get a clear picture or vision of what is being spit out of the media, which we know is really not always the most accurate anyway. And we have to look underneath the surface again of everything that is being shown to us. And then we have to go underneath that and say, okay, well, that might not be at face value what's really going on. And then look even deeper. And that really is what is, I feel, going on and going to be going on in this 3rd quarter, is a lot of deep dives, looking underneath the surface, making sure we're listening, making sure that we are doing that inner dive, and that we're not getting tripped up. But that we do have the gift that we had from this reading, the overlighting gift, in that we have the ability to transmute any negative stuff that comes up. Doesn't mean that we are doing that as a collective very well, but we have the ability to do that. And that's the gift in this whole reading. And the message here is we are the puzzle, right? We're trying to fit the pieces together of our collective world. And yet we are the puzzle. In some ways, we are complex beings, and we are in a mosaic, and we are putting ourselves together like a little puzzle piece, or that's floating around and wanting to go into the placement of the puzzle for the whole picture. So I feel like this is interesting reading. Doing it a little different here, just so you can see the actual reading instead of me up on screen. So anyway, that's what we have for the collective consciousness reading, for the Oracle consciousness reading for 2023 3rd quarter. And obviously this is a general reading, so for the collective, if you want any personal assistance, I have lots of different types of sessions for you that if you would like. I do get booked up ahead of time a lot of the times, so you'll have to just know that. I usually book up about 1 to 2 months in sessions in advance, sometimes 3, just depends on where I'm at. But that is available, and you can go on my website at lightstarcreations.com and check out all the different things I offer, which private sessions, which I also have starseed alignment sessions, healing shield attunement sessions, and all different kinds of even oracle readings, and literally so much more. I have custom artwork, which many of you guys know my artwork, which is all in the Oracle decks, but I also have artwork for sale. And I have custom artwork that I produce as well for y'all. And I also have music. My music is amazeballs. So for those of you guys want to go check that out, my Transcension 2222, my White Swan 555, my 444 music activation, and also apparel. On my frequency wear apparel, you can even wear the art. It's very, very powerful on 100% organic cotton. So go check everything out there. I have lots of different things to help you and in many different ways. And again, you can get these Oracle decks. These are very popular and there's many different ways. I will be coming back on to talk about them more, and but you can check that out and you can get the package together, so you get them as a unit because they work together. If you would like to get them separately, you can. So I love you guys, and I will send you off with tons of love as always from the galactics, the elementals, the fairies, the angels, all of your spiritual guides. Please, please enlist them to assist you in your life. Most of all, tune into your higher self above and beyond all of that and receive the information that comes through the guidance, through Creator, through Source, comes directly through to your higher self. So pay attention. And as we heard in this reading today, listen, listen, listen. Listen up for the guidance within. And I'll be back on here for some more content. But for now, lots of love to all of you. Bye for now. Namaste. If you'd like to support my journey and helping to bring more content to YouTube and provide all this activation and goodness for you guys, please consider providing a donation to my work, and you can do that in many different ways. If you head on over to my website at lightstarcreations.com, you'll also see a donation page on there where it has many different forms for you to provide your donation. I have a vibrational giving, a certain specified dollar amount that is aligned with a certain frequency, and you can give that way, or you can become a patron on Patreon, or you can actually just donate whatever that feels in resonance with you. And there's also super thanks on YouTube, and that is the little heart button that is next to the like button below the video, and you can also donate that way. And something that I do for anyone who donates to my work, I send a remote light language blessing of love and abundance and support right back to you. It's my way of saying thank you for your donation. And I so appreciate all of you who have donated and all my patrons. I love you guys, and thank you so much for your continued love and support. And another way to support me is to just head on over to my website and make a purchase of one of my awesome products and services that I have to help you to activate and to enlighten you and to bring more light and love into your life. So head on over there and check out all the different things I have, many different types of products and services for you. And once again, I extend my love and gratitude and appreciation to all of you who have extended your support to me in the past. I love you guys, and I thank you for everything.